This segment brought to you by Kansas Wheat. Learn more at rediscoverwheat.org.
Well, when it comes to the discussion now, a lot of people are talking about soil health. Soil health is a number of things. The first thing I look at is soil structure. We got to stop destroying soil structure with tillage. Mother Nature has never done tillage. Mother Nature builds structure by freeze-thaw, by wetting and drying. The soils shrink and expand, but it also builds a structure by growing roots into that soil. So I want to build a structure that allows water to penetrate and gas exchange to occur so the roots can do respiration and for the roots can penetrate. So build that structure. Well, soil health, a lot of people say it's 4, 5, 6 different principles. The main ones are keep the soil covered all times of the year, whether it be crop residue, whether it be a growing crop, something there to keep the sun and wind off the soil surface or absorb raindrop impact. Number 2 is minimal soil disturbance. Don't destroy the structure, don't destroy the living life in the soil, so minimal disturbance. Third thing is diversity. It's just like you and I like diverse diet to eat, so is our soil, so our soil health. So I want cool season crops, warm season crops, legumes, carbon crops, pollinators. I want diversity out the system. I also want a living root as much as possible year round. You and I don't eat just 5 months a year. Why do we think our soil is going to eat only 5 months a year growing corn? Let's say you had a living root to feed that soil biology year round. And the fifth thing for some producers is incorporate livestock back in the system. Livestock helps trampling residue to get it in contact with soil. It helps actually leave some feces and urine and rearrange some of the nutrients in the field and actually pre-processes that cellulose. So when they eat the residue and out comes from the backside of the animal, it's already starting the biological processes for us. Crop Watch is a crop production, crop scouting newsletter done by Nebraska Extension, where we have extension specialists throughout the growing season put together crop recommendations based upon what they see in the field. We love watching what's blowing up from the south, for instance. We love watching what's happening for disease, but then more important, alert people what to do. And then as such, it's become our portal for all of our crop production information. You might read about an insect problem that's blowing in today, but now I can click on the tab, bring down insects in my crop and see what the recommendations are to help reduce the problem or help treat the problem. And again, we're looking at all of our extension publications hopefully available there and hopefully up to date. And that's why the weekly newsletter is important, because it does stay up to date that way. Well, growers learn a lot from the university people who have done research, but more important, they learn from others like themselves. And a lot of times university research gets criticized because, well, you don't have to make money at it. Farmer has to make money at it, so I'm going to do it different. Well, I like to do my extension programs making money. I like to do mine build profitability, build productivity, reduce risk to the environment, build soil health. Those are things that farmers are doing to be long-term successful. That's where conferences like this, we have a lot of farmer presenters because they're the ones doing it. So they're the ones that are going to teach you the most.
KFRM is one of the largest farm radio stations in the nation, dedicated to informing and entertaining rural listeners from northern Oklahoma to southwestern Nebraska. You can catch KFRM in many ways. Of course, 550 on the AM dial, streaming at kfrm.com, or on your smartphone by going to the TuneIn Radio app, or on Ag AM in Kansas on Tuesdays and Facebook every day of the week. KFRM, tune us in. You'll be glad you did.